I'm Peter Schuler, and welcome to your Cuesta Sports Update. In cross country, the Cuesta Harriers enjoyed some great times at the Crystal Springs Invitational in Belmont. 2012 state qualifier Lauren Salati won the women's race and led the Cougars to second place, while freshman Noah Yoshida led the men to third place with an 11th place individual finish. Interestingly, both Salati and Yoshida are graduates of Paso Robles High. Salati and Yoshida and the cross-country teams traveled to Ventura for the Western State Conference preview meet this Friday. This is the first chance for the Loops teams to compete against each other and sets the stage for the conference championships in Oxnard on October 25. In soccer, women's soccer begins its 2013 Western State Conference schedule with a pair of games against the circuit. On Tuesday, the Cougars host local rival Allen Hancock to open WSC play, and on Friday, the Cougars travel to Ventura to play the defending Western State Conference champions. The Pirates are chasing their 16th title since 1996. Last week, the Cougars slipped to 2-5 on the season with a pair of losses, which extended their losing streak to 4 games. The Cougars opened the week on Tuesday again hosting Taft, who was ranked number 10 in NorCal, and the Cougars held them scoreless for 70 minutes, but Taft came back to win. The Cougars then traveled and lost at West Hills on Friday. In volleyball, the women's team returns to San Luis Obispo for 2 matches this week. We'll be back in front of their home faithful for the first time since September 4. On Wednesday, they play their final pre-conference match with West LA, and on Friday, the Cougars ventured to the Western State Conference schedule against defending conference champion Santa Barbara. Cougars split a pair of 4-game matches on the road last week, with games in Santa Monica on Wednesday and Reedley on Friday. In Santa Monica, the Corsairs picked up their first win of the season with a 4-game victory over the Cougars. And on Friday, the Cougars earned a 4-game victory of their own by beating Reedley. The Cougars are 5-3 on the season. Men's water polo travels to Glendora for a men's and women's Western State Conference doubleheader with Citrus. Men's water polo has been the most successful program at Cuesta with 26 titles over the past 34 seasons, including the last 3. Cougars are currently 9-7 on the season and ranked number 4 in the state rankings. Last week, the men's water polo traveled to Stockton for the Delta tournament on Saturday and Sunday. The Cougars were 3-1 at the event. On Saturday, the Cougars beat their hosts San Joaquin Delta and Sierra colleges, and on Sunday, they beat Merced before losing the title game to the University of the Pacific's JV. Women's water polo hosts the 15th Rabobank tournament this Friday and Saturday. The Rabobank is the most prestigious tournament in the state and boasts 7 of the top 8 teams in the state among the 10-team field. On Friday, the Cougars played both number 6 Long Beach and Santa Rosa, and on Saturday, they faced number 8 Foothill before ending the tournament against Cerritos. Cougars also play at Citrus on Wednesday along with the men in a Western State Conference game. Last week, women's water polo claimed its 2nd tournament title of the season with a 4-0 run at the Cabrillo tournament. The Cougars beat West Valley and San Mateo on Friday to advance to the title bracket. Cougars closed out the tournament with wins over Modesto and 2012 state qualifier Diablo Valley. Earlier in the week, the Cougars lost their 2013 Western State Conference opener at Ventura. The Cougars are 12-2 on the season. Last week, wrestling improved its dual meet record to 4-1 on the season with a 3-1 performance at the Bakersfield Dual Tournament. The Cougars opened the event with wins over Santa Ana and East LA before a surprise pin turned a sure win into a 28-19 defeat against Mount San Antonio. Cougars bounced back to beat host Bakersfield to close out the event. This week, the Cougars traveled to Santa Ana for the Santa Ana tournament this Saturday. That's it for this week's Cuesta Sports Update. We'll see you at the games.